Jesus frickin' Christ. This sucks! Okay. So, I was going to do a normal reaction video today. Just figured the Yankees were going to lose and whatever. Maybe I'll just do another video of me staring out into the sunset. But you know what? This loss today was so unique, so special, so aggravating, so typical Yankees that I just had to say something. So, what was weird about this loss, which is not weird because the Yankees lose all the time now. The Yankees lost every game this week. The Yankees have lost 8 in a row. The Yankees are 4 games under 500. What was weird about this loss is that the Yankees actually fought. The Yankees actually came back multiple times in this game today. They actually showed heart. They scored a lot of runs. Now, all of them were by the home run. That's the only way this team could score! Is with home runs! Because singles and doubles don't exist! Sorry. But it was at least something. They at least fought in this game. They came back over and over again. Devers hit the home run in the top half of the first. Higashioka ties it up in the bottom of the third. Red Sox take the lead on an error by Volpe in the top of the sixth. Glaber comes right back with a home run, ties the game. Justin Turner hits a 3-run shot in the top of the seventh. Anthony Volpe comes right back in the bottom half of the inning to tie the game. Say what you will, if there's one positive, and I was desperate trying to find any positive to take away from this crap, is that Volpe, there's a lot of potential with him. Another big hit today. We've seen, if you can get rid of every person that is in charge of making decisions on this team, and you put him with reasonable, smart, intelligent baseball people, this kid might have a shot. He might become a superstar in this league. And if he just learns how to hit. But, you know, that puts him with every other Yankee because no one on this team learns how to hit. All they know how to hit is home runs, and they can't even do that right. But if you put him around a good team, this kid, he has a lot of potential. He has a lot of potential. He's got to get the right people around him to use that potential for good. So, yeah, Yankees tied the game up in the bottom half of the seventh. And I'll just say this right now. I knew, I hate to say I told you so. And I brag about my predictions. I brag about predictions that I get that are right because I'm usually wrong. So I like to brag about the predictions that I'm right. Because most of the time, I am just no. Mike Francesa is more accurate than me. But this whole game, first pitch to the end of the game, I knew the Yankees weren't going to win this. I knew they were going to find a way to blow this. I didn't know how, but as the Yankees kept tying the game, the Higashioka home run, the Torres home run, the Volpe home run, with each way, I'm like, wow, they're going to make this loss extra painful today. And sure enough, in the bottom of the eighth, we got another brutal loss. The Yankees find another way to break our hearts. Volpe hits what we think is the go-ahead single. IKF scores at home, we think, and then they overturn it. They challenge it and they go, all right, overturned. He's out. Don't know how they found enough evidence to overturn it, but they did. Amazing. And then Clay Holmes comes in the ninth. Aaron Boone just loves, as much as he loves mediocrity and saying stupid sentences and giving us false hope, he loves putting Clay Holmes in non-safe situations. Even though Clay Holmes has proven time and time again that he's awful at that. But he did here again today. And of course, it didn't go well. Justin Turner again kills us. RBI double in the ninth. That comes after a Reyes single. He stole second, and then a Verdugo walk. And then Turner doubled in the right. That scored a run. Red Sox take the lead. I'll give him credit that he got the next two guys to ground out. So he limited the damage. I don't know why I'm congratulating him. The season's over. I don't know why. But I have such low expectations. My expectations for Clay Holmes are like beneath the ground that I'm sitting on that I'm on right now. He is so bad. No. We might as well dig oil. That's where my expectations are with Clay Holmes. And sure enough, you know, so I guess I give him credit for that, but it's pathetic. I want a closer. I miss Mariano. That's what I'm trying to say. So that happens, and then the bottom of the ninth, Kenley Jansen comes in, and I knew they were going to lose, but I'm like, all right, how are they going to do this? They're going to make this brutal for us. And we start with Greg Allen doubling to right. Oh boy, this is going to be tough. LeMahieu gets hit by a pitch. All right, 2 runners on, nobody out, and we got Judge, Torres, and Rortvedt right there, 1, 2, 3. How is this going to go? I know how it's going to go. If you're a reasonable thinking person, you know how it's going to go. If you're Aaron Boone, you don't know how it's going to go because you actually think this team is going to score. You think this team is going to win, even though you've watched this team for 123 games now, and you know they're not going to do that because they're not capable of doing that because they're always capable of breaking hearts! What happens? Strikeout, strikeout, fly out. Game over, season over, go F yourself. It was a typical Yankee loss. It was, for what this team has been, it was typical. It was totally expected. Not surprising at all. And anyone that bought into it, you're easily conned. I'll say that. If you actually thought the Yankees were going to win this game in the ninth, you are a very gullible person. I'm not a smart man. I'm really, really stupid. But I can tell. At least I think I'm smart enough to know when someone shows you who they are, believe them. The Yankees are not a team that wins games like this. They're not a team that is going to come back in the ninth inning and win games. They very rarely do that, if ever. You can maybe count on one hand how many times they've done that this season. I knew it wasn't going to happen here. And of course, that didn't happen. And now the Yankees are 60-64. Their playoff chances now are entering this game. They were less than 1%, which is crazy to think about, that this team has fallen that far to where their playoff odds were now at lower than 1%. And as of right now, we're recording this, is back to 1%. I don't know why that is, but it's back to 1%. The Yankees have a 1% chance of making the playoffs. The season is over. It kind of ended in Atlanta. It definitely ended this week. If you had any chance, thought that maybe they'll be able to pull something out, this week ended. And my question is, how much longer can the Yankees lose games? Let's say they get swept by Washington and they lose 11 in a row. Is that enough for Brian Cashman and Hal Steinbrenner to finally throw Aaron Boone over the boat? You got to blame somebody for this. You cannot have this go on. You've got to change something. You've already fired the hitting coach. How many more losses does this team have to have before finally you just say enough's enough? We've lost 8 in a row. We have not won a series in over a month. Since July 23rd, since we swept the Royals, we are 7-17. We have one of the worst offenses in baseball. Our fans are pissed off. We have just our manager saying garbage things. At what point do you say enough's enough? We have this loser mentality team. We have Judge posing with his ringless fingers. We have a garbage offense on most nights. At what point do you say enough's enough? Is this we have an off day tomorrow? Is this where the Yankees finally say enough? I don't think so. But that's the thing that I keep thinking about, is how much longer is Cashman and Steinbrenner going to be able to put up with this? Because, look, Cashman's probably going to keep his job because the Yankees love rewarding mediocrity, and Cashman has photos on how. But Boone, I feel like, is the easy scapegoat here. If you're going to find a scapegoat, it has to be him. So how much longer are the Yankees going to be able to put up with this? That is something that will be interesting to look at here. And they already talked about, a couple days ago, they talked about how Boone met with Cashman and Hal. So I think they know they got to make a move here. At least let's hope so. We know it's not all Boone's fault. If you follow the team, you know it's not Boone. It's Cashman's fault mostly for the way he constructed this team. And you could also blame the training staff for how incompetent they are, that they get everybody hurt and that they can't diagnose injuries. But he doesn't help. He's clearly lost the locker room. He's lost the fan base. His answers now are bordering on psychopathic. It's probably the most inaccurate word. It's borderline experimental, his answers that he gives in press conferences. They are truly just, it's a train wreck. Like, every time you watch him, you just put your hand over your head, like, how can he say this? And you just wonder how much longer it's going to go on. And hopefully it won't be much longer. Hopefully Yankee fans can free. And hopefully he can be freed from this team. Because, look, he might be a decent guy. I've never met him. If I met him, I probably wouldn't want to talk to him. But maybe he might be a decent guy. He doesn't deserve this. Just send him on his way. And let's look forward. Let's bring all the kids up. By the way, while we were talking today, Austin Wells hit like 7 RBIs. So, he's sitting there in the minors. Meanwhile, all this crap that's on the roster is still sucking. We have Austin Wells and Pereira sitting down there. Meanwhile, we got DJ going 0 for 4 again. We got Stanton still in this lineup. At some point, you got to make a change. So, bring the kids up. Fire Boone. How much longer is that going to take to happen? Is that going to happen at all? We will see. But it is so frustrating watching this team right now. It's disgusting watching this team right now. I feel dirty. I feel unclean. I have to take a shower every time I watch this. It's a disgrace what this team has done to the pinstripes. 38 more games, folks. That's all I got to say. 38 more games. I have to watch this team because I stupidly decided a couple years ago to have a YouTube channel. That doesn't mean you have to. Keep watching this channel, please. I need the money. But you, enjoy your time. Enjoy your summer. Enjoy the lovely, lovely, lovely summertime. Summer is great. The Yankees are not. Go spend time with Summer. Go spend time at the outdoors. Go spend time with your family and friends. And don't watch this team. I implore you that all the time, but I really, really mean it now. I hope you all made that decision. I hope you've all come to grips that the season's over. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your summer enjoying yourself. And don't watch this team. Another miserable week is over. And it's not done yet. Month more, folks. What a piece of crap.